Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, it amazes me so much how much the internet has progressed to this point in 2019, and how 10 years ago, the opportunities we have right now to make money almost didn't exist actually. Now, if you think that was crazy, imagine 20, 30, 50 years ago, back when our parents were barely growing up. I mean, damn, like the opportunities are endless nowadays. There's no limit to how much money you can make, to what kind of business you can start. I mean, there's just so many great opportunities. Now, here's the thing that I want to definitely touch on today, guys, is that even with all these great opportunities where it's kind of a little bit easier to do certain things to make more money, it just seems that people just give up so easily at doing some of these things. Like, they may start at something for like a week, a month, 2 months, and then out of nowhere they see no results whatsoever, or very little results, and they say, you know what, this ain't working out, I'm done with it. I'm just gonna go back to my boring old 9-to-5 job that I hate so much that I have to wake up at 4 in the morning to go to, because this is too hard. I mean, really guys, starting a side business with the internet nowadays is hard nowadays. I mean, it just really blows my mind that people quit so easily, And not just with starting a business, I mean, even with going to the gym or maybe going to college or something, people start a little bit, then they just give up. And why is that? Well, because they see no immediate results, guys, okay? People quit so easily because they do not see the results immediately. Now, you know how the old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in one day or something like that, right? And I guess in a way I can kind of see why some people quit so easily. I mean, if you think about it, it's actually easier to just quit and harder to actually put the work in on something. So that is why it's so easy for people to just quit at anything they try to start. And that's the main problem, guys, is that you need to start focusing, long term when you do something. Whether that be starting, I don't know, drop shipping, maybe a YouTube channel, a social media marketing agency or something like that. You have to realize that stuff like this takes time. Now, I know it may seem all fancy and whatnot because you see all these gurus or whatever, pushing those ads through you on Instagram and YouTube or whatever. And all they show is the Lamborghinis, the girls, the money, the good life that they supposedly have. But that's the only side that you see, guys, okay? You also have to see that some of these people, it took them months, if not a few years, to build up this empire that they have. They didn't just start a side business and got rich overnight, okay? And any guru who tells you that you'll be rich in a month or so is honestly lying to you. So try not to quit at something that you really want to start, guys, okay? Because in today's society, you can literally make money doing what you love. If you like to talk about pets, I mean, you can start a podcast or start a YouTube channel and literally talk about pets. And there are YouTubers who are making plenty of good money doing that. Like, there are people who are literally living off YouTube or whatever their side hustle was because they put in the work and time, to actually build something. And if you honestly think that in today's society, you should be quitting at something so easily, I mean, you don't even want to know what our parents went through back in the day. They didn't have these opportunities like we do today. Back then, you had to actually bust your butt to, get somewhere. If you think working hard today is hard, you cannot even imagine what our parents went through, okay? They had it 100 times harder than we did today. So if you're thinking of starting a side hustle right now, guys, my biggest advice is just to keep going, man, okay? Don't stop whatsoever just because you don't see some type of progress in the short term. If you're not making any progress whatsoever, learn from someone else or learn from your own mistakes and see what you can improve on in a certain area. But just don't quit, because you're going to regret this in the next 5 to 10 years when you see someone else who probably started around the same time as you did. Now they're making, plenty of good money. They managed to quit their job when that honestly could have been you had you just put in the time and effort, right? Take, for example, this channel. I wouldn't mind making a little side money with this channel if I were to ever reach that point, okay? I mean, I do have a family to support and whatnot, kids and everything. So a little extra income wouldn't hurt. But if I was like anybody else, I think I would have already quit at this point because I'm not seeing the progress that most people want to see right away, right? So by having that long-term mentality, guys, that's really going to help you guys stick to whatever it is that you are doing right now. So just keep thinking long-term, stay focused, and remember why you started it, okay? Maybe you hate your job so much that you want to get out of it, and therefore you started this side hustle, right? Don't quit in the middle of doing something just because you're not seeing the progress you want to see. Because next thing you know, boom, that time hits and you're able to do everything you want to do, You're able to quit that job and say, you know what, screw that job. I don't need to do that no more because now I can make a full-time income doing this, okay? So try not to quit at whatever it is that you are doing right now at the moment, guys, okay? Again, whether it be, I don't know, drop shipping, a YouTube channel, you know, or going to the gym, you know, whatever it is, do not quit. Just keep doing it. And I guarantee that you will get wherever it is that you wanted to get, as long as you're willing to put in the time and effort, okay? Because for all we know, I mean, we could all be making shoes, you know, like handmade shoes. So, I mean, if you think it was tough, I would think twice about that. But hopefully this video helps you guys, you know. Hopefully it motivates you to not just quit at whatever it is you're doing, okay? Just keep it up, you know, keep going. But hopefully that video really helps. Anyways, if it did, be sure to give this video a like. Also, leave me a comment down below, guys. What are you doing right now that you're trying to push through and maybe you're not seeing results? Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you're doing out there, you know. Also, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe as well so that you stay notified on more videos just like this. Later, guys.